All right, we got 2 players already, and just for my peace of mind, I'm going to go ahead and confirm that the seeds are the same, and they are. Let's go ahead and get this underway. CTM Masters event. Green bracket, PixelAndy and Rhubarb. Let's get them counted down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Starting off with my favorite opening 2 pieces. 3, 2, 1, countdown bits. K9 watching Tetris. These 2 players have met, as far as my research has indicated, they have met 1 time in CTM before. That was August 2021. And who do you think won? It was Andy. 3-0, round 1. Both tappers at the time, now meeting as rollers. Andy with the PB of 8.952. You might have heard about that. New-ish Game Scout video. And Rhubarb with the 1.6. So a bit of a disparity in PB, but really comes down to consistency. Honestly, a 1.685 is going to win a lot of games, even against a player like PixelAndy, especially with a 39 super kill screen. Both players from the United States of America. Andy is from a hot place. Rhubarb from a cold place. There's Andy, you all know as 4-time CTM Masters champion. And 5-time, overall 9-time finalist, 4-time winner. And of course, CTWC runner-up. Can't forget that. 2020. One of those difficult years. .206 PixelAndy, 206 Rhubarb, same lines, same score. I love it. Kafka's cat says, didn't Texas get snow? I think they might have gotten more snow than we did from in Nebraska or New England. Are you Nebraska or New England? What is any? 235 PixelAndy, 210 Rhubarb. Welcome, Spaghetto, Super Fluffy Fluff, Osmeridium, Ricardo Zapata, Tetris from Mario in the YouTube chat. Rhubarb getting up kind of high on this board and getting some long bars here, which can be hard to dispose of when you're up this high. And yeah, Rhubarb going to dispose of this game. Top out here at 219. PixelAndy is good, 307. GG's. And K9 watching Tetris is here, so we'll do the dots from the bottom. Game 2 after a quick game 1. PixelAndy up 1-0, 3-2-1 Tetris. I do have a distinct memory of getting 3 Tetrises in a row as a kid. Like, I seem to remember that happening to me. But obviously I don't have recording of it or dates or anything like that. Nothing. But I seem to remember that happening. Osmeridium says 4 Tetrises in a row is undone as far as I know. Well, that is actually impossible, right? Because I don't think you can get more than 3 long bars in a row. That's right, is right? No more than 3 long bars in a row. 4 is 4 is possible? Okay, 4 is possible. But no more than 4. 4 is the max, that's right. I always forgot if it was 4 or 3. Well, that's like really the grail. 4 Tetrises in a row, because you gotta just, I mean, I would love to see it. All right, Osmeridian says, no, you can get 4 in a row. Well, I would put out a bounty for that. All right, I'm going to do it. $100 bounty. It's got to be recorded. It's got to be legit. It's got to be a random seed game. Rhubarb with the Vits waiting down at the bottom ends up having to kind of shift the... Well, now it's not a Vits. Floating Mino. I don't know, because it was attached to the wall. I like a pure floating Nino. Dirty Tetris Andy, column 10. He's at 192. Rhubarb at 149. All right, that should be the new. All right, that I got the new Tetris game show. I figured it out. So I'm going to invent another show, do it twice, and then let Grand Designs copy it. So stay tuned, everyone. 198 for Rhubarb, 242 PixelAndy. There's a dirty from Andy, 293, 271 Rhubarb. There's a long bar over Rhubarb. So same score, about 2 lines separating them. Hydrant Dude is here giving some much needed context on the 4 in a row. Says, I've calculated this before. Getting 4 bars in a row happens roughly once every 25 hours of gameplay. So the grind would mean being set up for 4 Tetrises for a cumulative 25 hours. I mean, that is not as crazy as it sounds, because speedrunners do that kind of crap all the time. Just farming RNG, and so that could be like a several weeks grind if you're really just trying to do it. Oh, that's true. Someone could do a manipped run of it, kind of like Scotto Bozo's 1.5 world record. 413 Rhubarb, 414 Andy. Dojo, the game lover, says this seed is so bad. It's a bad seed. Well, not just not just playing for 25 hours, but being set up for 25 hours. Yeah, I get it. I get it. $486 Rhubarb. All right, but what's the probability that one could get it after, let's say, 12 and a half hours, right? What is the probability that one would get that set up, get the 4 bars within half of that time? Because it doesn't mean okay, it's once every 25 hours, but it could happen earlier than that, right? Tetris into 19 for Rhubarb, 558. Tetris for Andy, 560. Another Tetris Andy, 585. Tetris Rhubarb, 660. Well, Gerald brings up a really good point. Old gym seeds, they didn't necessarily, like, piece sequences on the old Tetris gym carts did not necessarily conform to you know, those probabilities, right? Yeah, how would a record like that have been recognized? With an asterisk. 727 Andy, 727 Rhubarb. Super close. There's a Tetris Rhubarb Tetris for Andy. So Rhubarb ahead by about 28,000 points. Andy going to get that Tetris back in the lead. So actually, at the same line count, Andy is ahead by about 2,700. So when Rhubarb is in the lead, it's because he's ahead in the sequence. All right, Rhubarb, we're going to open up that right side. There is a J for the J hole. And there's a Tetris. 896 Rhubarb, 867 Andy. 5-line difference. Say my name says you're a total J-hole. All right, Andy, one away. And there's the one and the max out for Andy. Rhubarb not going to be able to get that max out into transition. So just going to, well, let's see what Rhubarb's going to do. Okay, it's going to get into 29 at 9:59 or so. Andy's in at A58. And then we'll see what Rhubarb can do here post 29. Qualifying in at the 15th seed. All right, fingers flying. Rhubarb doing pretty well, trying to bring this down. 979. Andy, A87, kind of playing safe. Not playing aggro. Maybe thinks he has the advantage over Rhubarb here, so does not need to take big risks setting up for Tetrises, but Andy in kind of a situation. Oh no, and that left side, and Andy's going to top out at A95. So Rhubarb has a shot here in game 2. The target is A96. And there's a Tetris Rhubarb, A48. And he's basically, what, a Tetris and change? Oh, kind of set up for this Vitz. And there's a Tetris hit in there, just kind of holding out. Covers the well. Can Rhubarb dig out of this? Needs to expose that Tetris well to have a chance here. Gets the long bar to the left, exposes the well. Long bar over for the Tetris, and Rhubarb is going to take game number 2 and tie it up. Great chase down from Rhubarb. Let him finish it out. Oh, that S is probably going to close it. But there you go, Rhubarb taking game number 2. Great chase down. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. It was the finals. Game Scout can't get away with anything. I already hopped on that, like thumbs up that immediately. All right, let me just refresh these players and just see if it's the players or me. I think that was Twitch. Honestly, because I got it too. Oh no, we're good. All right, we're good. All right, players, nothing to see here. Keep on playing. Nothing happens. $28,000 PixelAndy, 47,000 Vicious Rhubarb. Brutal Celery. Nasty Papaya. I don't know. Yeah, see that Rhubarb Chasedown, to me, that's like, that goes on the ballot for moments of 2024 when we do our countdown video, right? So yeah, be gathering these moments, clip these moments and share them in the, I think there's a highlights channel still in Discord, right? Share them in there. $171 Rhubarb, $150 PixelAndy. Going back to that 4 long bars in a row, 4 Tetrises in a row, I would like to see how long someone could stay Tetris, like 4 Tetris ready, 16 high, solid packed board, and see just what percentage of the time someone could stay Tetris ready and keep that well open. I want to see that. I want to see a top flight player do that. 264 Rhubarb, 244 PixelAndy. All right, Tetris Andy 290. There's one Rhubarb. So we got this match between these two fine folks. Then we got Gerald and Noah Dangler. The Dangler. Tetris Rhubarb 385, 367 Pixel Andrew. Of course, one half of the famed Video Game Bros YT. They need to get that group back together. 454 Rhubarb, 439 Andy. All right, long bar over for Andy, 462. Maybe he was tapping or dancing or something like that. Yeah, Andy was tapping and grip switched over to rolling. Right now you can see Andy tapping. Is that a boredom thing? Is that a discipline thing? What is that? All right, Andy the Tapper gets a Tetris 517, 547 Rhubarb rolling. Not taking any chances on that 18. Going to roll all the way through that 18. You kind of keep switching. Yeah, he's rolling again as he gets close to 19 with kind of a funky board. Man, this is a little awkward. Rhubarb into 19 at 618. All right, Andy has exposed that hole in the center of the stack and now needs to go to work, has uncovered that right side. That'll just be a triple, but I'm going to bring that down for safety. And then just get busy trying to clean all this up and get Tetris ready again. All right, Rhubarb fighting a little bit. A little more than halfway up the board. There's the Tetris for Rhubarb. You know, the player's kind of showing us some You know, something extra is the theme tonight. Ramations kind of found a new gear. Rhubarb with that great Chasedown. And the composure. All right, Rhubarb still fighting here, but still has the lead. Tetris PixelAndy 638 might be in position to take that lead back. Now, of course, Rhubarb actually back by about 10 lines in the sequence. I think maybe that's maybe due to some stream hijinks. Rhubarb is going to take that down. Someone's saying, what Tetris player does the best gritty? Griddy. Dare I ask what gritty is? $777 Rhubarb, $7.95 PixelAndy in the lead, but is ahead in lines on our screen. It might be a little desynced. Yeah, someone explain to me a gritty. Don't make me look it up. Too tired. Basically, my last 24 hours just been eat, sleep, Tetris, eat, sleep, Tetris. Or try to sleep anyway. Gritty is a dance. All right, we are approaching the level 29 transition. Andy just 3 lines away. We're about 13 lines away. Andy is in at about 9:33. Troublesome seed. Both players kind of low, lower than you would expect. Rhubarb going to uncover that well. Now just waiting on the bar, but trying to avoid spiring the board. The game just giving him a bunch of S's, a bunch of nonsense pieces. And this is going to be, give up body language for Rhubarb. And the game just says, don't worry, we're just going to... So Rhubarb going to top out Andy is good and takes game number 3. Andy, if you want to do an intentional top out so as to manipulate your fair median score, you're welcome to do it. And I'm going to refresh both these streams. Oh, Andy's going to keep going. Oh, I'm getting emails. Oh my God, what is this email? So yeah, Andy's still grinding. Maybe he's not, maybe he can't hear the stream or something like that, but he is good. PixelAndy up 2-1, 3-2-1 Tetris. I'll check him now. Does it count if I catch him? Back-to-back 8 hours Masters on a Saturday. Well, yeah, it's going to be about 9 hours. We went from 8 a.m. to about 11:30, so that was 3.5 hours this morning. We got just under 3 hours for the other seed, and this one will be just under 3 hours. So 3.5, 2.5. What does that make? That makes 6. So yeah, it's gonna be about 8.5. I mean, I was supposed to do away with these epic days. That was the whole point, but mostly it's because January went really long. and we waited to hold the rest of, you know, these until that was, or to schedule these until that was done. So. Downstream effects of January. That's why if you can get these things done early and scheduled early, you know, your old pal Vandweller appreciates it. One day Masters comeback. I could be persuaded to do it, but I would have to be, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a fundraising stream or something. I mean, not for charity, but for me personally. Yeah, I could do like a 24 hours level 29 cap. Oh my God, that sounds wonderful right now. 185 Vicious Rhubarb, 148 PixelAndy. If you want to support the prize pool, you can do so at ctm.gg/Matcherino. ctm.gg/Matcherino. They're both paid and free ways to contribute to the prize pool. Prize pool, very important thing. Keep the community going. Makes it worth it for these players to continue to improve, spend the time knowing that they can actually be compensated. You know, to do this or get a part-time job for some of these players. So I'd rather them do this. So if you want to help keep this community going and growing, hit up that Matcherino, ctm.gg/Matcherino. I want to get to 2,000 on the month. It's going to be a tough thing to do because we're doing all 4 of the preliminary brackets in the same weekend. So it's harder to do when they're not spaced out. So anything you can do to chip in $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever, that's going to help a lot. Thanks to everybody who's contributed so far. And yeah, if we get to 2,000, that means we can pay the top 8 instead of the top 4. Doc Pie is here. Doc Pie, I mistakenly said that you won the Challenger circuit and would be in Masters. I said that earlier today, and I was disappointed to find out that that was not the case. But I think it's possible now. I just didn't read carefully, you know. I got too many things I'm reading here. It's like, oh, Doc Pie won Challengers. 375 Rhubarb, 360 PixelAndy. All right, we should make some like prop bets for Tetris. Like, will Doc Pie make it into Masters in 2024? And you can like wager on that. Yeah, we got to get that prop bets like you can do like for football and stuff. 406 PixelAndy, 424 Rhubarb. Barrett says, will Taylor Swift be at CTWC? $493 for the Rhubarb, $452 for the PixelAndy, as Kingsman and his whole cinematic universe says. They like to put that "the" in front of everybody's name. It's their little quirk. That's their substitute for personnel. All right, Andy with kind of a misdrop over there. I think was trying to spin that L into that little rectangle, but missed it. So you can see the grip switch to rolling. The board gets a little high and complicated. GameScout says Taylor Swift is already taken, but if Olivia Rodrigo starts dating Fractal, then we may have a chance for her to show. All right. I think there's a non-zero chance of that happening. 632 Rhubarb. 4 lines away from the transition. Andy's already in at 580. And there we go. 656 transition for Rhubarb. Big pace. It's another Tetris Rhubarb, 705, still on 19. We're having some big paces today. What other celebs would folks want to see at CTWC, says Pumpy Heart. Yeah, who do you want to see show up at CTWC? He's going to make some cold calls. Tetris for Rhubarb, 776. Andy's at 772. Rhubarb 4 lines behind. I want to see Berenyi KFT Richard. That's what I want to see. But I'll take Aubrey Plaza. Go with that. I'll settle for Aubrey Plaza. If you can't get Richard. What is your name, commentator? Oh yeah, let's get Yuri the Professional. That's right, Richard Bagman. 907 Rhubarb, 954 PixelAndy. GameScout says CTWC celeb guest appearances already peaked when Alvin Vivian showed up in 2022. True. Is your name Van Dweller? That's right. My first name Van, last name Dweller. You can go find it on my Liquidpedia page. I have a very robust entry over there on Liquidpedia. A34 max out Rhubarb. Andy has the A34. He's going to Tetris center well into 29. So Rhubarb back by about a Tetris. He's going to triple this thing down, just kind of chop it down. Honestly, Pumpy Heart, Chris Hansen. If we could have Chris Hansen as a sideline reporter, oh my God. That is what I really want. Chris Hansen. All right, Rhubarb trying to bring this down. B11, PixelAndy B91. He's going to set up for a Tetris column 3. And there, was that a Tetris? I don't know, but he's at C10. B24. Palki Sharma from First Post News. All right, Rhubarb kind of spiraling out of control here. This looks like it's going to be the death spiral. Going to top out B46. And Andy is good in game number 4. And Rhubarb with a great performance. Because, you know, you run into 3-time CTM Masters event winner, or 4-time, 9-time overall finalist. And then Rhubarb, feels Rhubarb, man. That's like, that's the look right there. I know Rhubarb's feels right there. All right, so Andy, there he is, D44 top out. There's Rhubarb right there. Feels Rhubarb, man. That needs to be an emote right there. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.